Hello, dear friends, and welcome to the channel where we dive into the darkest corners of the world, where myths and legends come to life. Today, we'll talk about one of the most mysterious and terrifying figures in Slavic mythology, Baba Yaga, the woman who exists on the edge of two worlds, the living and the dead, and whom you wouldn't want to encounter even in your worst nightmares. So, get ready as we journey into the dark forest, where her hut stands on chicken legs, and we'll uncover all the secrets hidden by this terrifying figure. But before we dive into this world, don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on new videos. Leave your comments. I'm always curious to hear your thoughts. Baba Yaga is not just an old woman from the forest. She has a rich historical context. Her image first appeared in pre-Christian times when pagans believed in spirits of the forest and otherworldly forces. Initially, Baba Yaga was perceived as a nature spirit, guarding the boundary between the world of the living and the dead. Her name, Yaga, likely comes from the old Slavic word yag, meaning terrible or evil. But interestingly, Baba Yaga was not always a figure of evil. She could be both a good and a bad spirit, depending on who she encountered in the forest. The forest where she lived was always a place of danger, a place where the boundary between the living and the dead could be crossed. Therefore, Baba Yaga is not just a witch, but a mystical barrier between these two worlds. Imagine this: a dense forest, a stinky dampness, darkness that no moonlight can penetrate. And there in the midst of it all stands her hut, on chicken legs. As soon as you approach it, it suddenly turns, as if trying to run away. Why chicken legs? Is it a metaphor? Or perhaps another terrifying detail in this awful world? Baba Yaga looks exactly as you imagine. Gray hair, sharp teeth, warts on her nose, a bent back, and an appearance that only adds to the terror. Her gaze can penetrate to the very soul, and her laugh, it is not the laugh of an ordinary person. It echoes through your mind, reminding you that in this world, everything can change in an instant. But there's another important detail. Baba Yaga is not just an old witch, she is a constantly changing being. Her nature is unpredictable, like the weather. She can be cruel and ruthless, but she can also help the person who passes her trials. There are many myths and legends about Baba Yaga, but one of the most famous tells of how she helped Ivan Tsarevich. But what's interesting is that she helped him not out of kindness, but only after he completed a series of her terrifying tasks. One of the legends speaks of how Baba Yaga can help a person find their way home. She gives nothing for free. Once a young man, wandering the forest, came across her hut. He asked for help, and Baba Yaga demanded a terrible price in exchange, even his very soul. Legends say that anyone who comes to her for help must be ready to pay a very high price. But as in every great story, there is a moment when Baba Yaga plays the role of a helper. She can give good advice, endow the hero with wisdom or even magical powers, but only if the person truly deserves it. So why is Baba Yaga so terrifying? Her image is not coincidental. She symbolizes a deep, otherworldly threat. She possesses incredible magical powers. Her strength depends on how deeply you believe in her existence. She knows all secrets, and even death itself has no power over her. One of the most terrifying stories speaks of how Baba Yaga can take a soul from anyone who crosses her path. Sometimes she doesn't kill her victims right away, but takes them prisoner, like trapped souls. Legends say that those who enter her domain in the forest never return. But that's not all. There are also stories of how she transforms people into animals or even stone. So her terrifying reputation is no accident. She is not just a witch, she is the embodiment of fear that comes from the very heart of darkness. And now, we've come to the end of our journey into the world of Baba Yaga. Was she just a made-up figure? Or is there truly something lurking in the forests, something that over time changed the face of this terrifying figure? Perhaps we will never know. But one thing is certain, everyone who encounters this legend is forever haunted by it. Thank you for joining us. If you want more videos about myths and legends, subscribe to the channel, like, and leave comments. I'm always eager to hear your thoughts. And now, take care because Baba Yaga might be closer than you think.